Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. Or perhaps you're listening to the Open Hearth podcast all-in feed for actual play. If so, welcome. We are playing this game over video and voice via Zoom, and occasionally I may show pictures or react to things visually, and I'll try to describe it if I can. It is Saturday as we play this, which means it is time for Star Wars Saturdays, an ongoing anthology campaign that I've been running for quite a long time. This year is all new, all different because we are playing in the Clone Wars timeline of our lovely Star Wars. And we are kicking things off with a quarterly of Apocalypse World 3rd Edition. Now, not the official 3rd Edition, that doesn't exist yet. But there was a Kickstarter in December of 2025. Vincent McGay Baker shared some preview materials. That is what we are using. So, the preview of playbooks and basic rules. We have been running it, rules as written, although I mostly want to do that to get a feel for it. We're a few sessions in now, and I am ready to start to tweak things that I don't think we need in Star Wars, specifically counting bullets. I think we're going to be drifting that slightly as we play. Let's go around the horn and remind ourselves of who we have. I'm going to start from the right-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the left. If you could, as I ask, tell us a bit about your characters. Okay, please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your character.
Hi, I'm Kay. I use the she and they pronouns, and I'm playing Larad Kono, they, them, it. He is our rather creepy brain picker who's kind of just going around playing the entire field, meeting with all the different sections from like the tech units to Zarek to everyone else, and just slowly but surely sinking his fingers into brains everywhere and finding out information.
Thank you. And then as we move further to the left, we have Mark. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm Mark, he and them, and I'm playing Leonti Saru, our Twi'lek Luminous. Leonti runs a salon where people come to see and be seen, and Leonti's just a shitster, it turns out, and is causing a little bit of trouble for folks in charge. We'll see how that goes for everybody.
Indeed. Although it likes to stir some shit, but possibly maybe has some rebellious intrigue about. We'll see.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Next up, Steven in the middle. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hi, my name is Steven. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Varun, whose pronouns are also he, him. And Varun is a veteran of the previous war that was here before the uh, banking clan and separatists arrived and kind of screwed things up again. And he doesn't really give a shit about people. He learned to live off the land, and he likes critters and animals, and likes to be able to just make a living, off the land itself. And he is way too involved with shitbag people at this point. So, uh,
Oh man. Let's continue moving to the left. Greg, please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Greg, and I'm about to sneeze, maybe? Hi, I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Zarek, also using he, him pronouns. Zarek is a lawmaker, which means you largely get all of your laws ignored. Um, Leonti is flaunting droids in my temple, my market. Larad has in-brain puppet strings against me. And if I remember correctly from my wishes, I've got a child I need to bring in because I murdered their caretaker mother? Question mark.
Mister.
Had them murdered. Had them murdered. Anyways, last scene also having a bit of a showdown with Hatchet, and then we all had to leave because the big droids came.
Indeed, true, true, true. And last but not least, Andesh.
Yeah, I'm Anders, he, him. I'm playing Hatchet, she, her. She's the Harrier. And I think, yeah, last thing that happened last session, we had a whole thing about a case of drugs that Veyron flew away with, and yeah, we're making a play for the docks. We haven't taken them yet, but we'll see.
Okay. We have a number of HX rollover questions, and I'd kind of like to kick off with some of those. So we listed out all of them. I tried to quickly note them down. Larod, you have two HX rollover sets of
I
questions
do.
to ask. So let's kick off with you.
All right. Let's start with maybe the easier one, which is to Zarek, which is what's a secret I've learned or realized about you?
Oh, um, hmm. Zarek doesn't have a whole lot of secrets, I don't think. So that you've discovered one is very interesting. You did the in-brain puppet strings. Um, Let me look real quick. Um, I I used to have an older brother. Uh, and he died in the conflict that Veyron served in. Uh, so I'm the middle child, but have had to sort of take over for my lost brother. Um, and it weighs on me heavily, and I don't speak about it.
Interesting. Obviously not right this second, but when you have a moment, I'd love that
Hmm.
person's name.
Yeah, me too. I'll come up with something.
Did you have a second one from Larod with
Oh, sorry.
asking?
I thought we were gonna like do one and then loop around, but I can
Oh,
do my second
sure,
one
we
if
can
you.
loop around. We can loop around. Let's see. I believe Leonti, you also had a rollover.
Yeah, mine was I'm more open to you than I was. You gain +1 Ajax with me, and that's what rolled over the rod for me.
Okay. Doe. Who wants to go?
I don't think I have one.
I have
And I
one
don't
for
either.
Hatchet.
Cool.
And I think thematically this is the way I wanted to frame it was uh with me taking in uh Kiki, the little kid. Um like I'm setting him up and showing him his little spot of the temple, and we're just having sort of the small talk as much as you would have with this orphaned child that I'm kind of responsible for the orphaning of. But I think it's either that there's like an item or there's an offhand comment that he makes because he's been out there sort of living in the streets where Hatchet has been this presence, this gang. So, what secret or what's the question? What secret have I learned or realized about you?
Ooh. Um, I'm not sure. What could you have learned through?
You're largely a mystery to me.
Yeah, what HX did we have? Which I stole from you. I remember that.
Um, it was actually I think the first session that we rolled over because we had a pretty high HX to start with. Um, and then you were taking over the algae farms.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of something that like a child would observe and realize that
Hmm.
perhaps adults wouldn't. Um, I think maybe he has seen me interact with children, and I think I know Hatchet doesn't have any children of her own, but I think. Yeah, I'm not, I'm kind of drawing a blank here. I'm not sure how this would. Um, Give me some time to think. Maybe if there's someone else who has a question, I'll try to figure something out.
Okay. Cool.
All right, did the framing of that make it difficult? We could do it a different way if you want to.
No, I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out something. I'll come up with something.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I need to think a bit.
Okay. Who
I've
else
stolen
has?
an NPC to be my older, now deceased brother who
I
died
I
a lot
I,
younger.
I think I figured it out.
Oh,
I
okay.
think Hatchet acts towards the rest of the gang like she's their mother. Like
Mm.
she's definitely she doesn't consider the others to be her equals. They are definitely like children who she needs to manage.
Ah, that's good. That's good. Okay.
That reads like
Yeah.
that
And
totally makes
Zarek can
sense.
use that for leverage.
Okay.
All right. So I think that takes us back to me,
Yes.
which to Leonti. What's our next step? Let's make a plan together for what comes next for us.
I think our next step is for you to use your puppet strings on Zarek when the time comes, because I feel like Zarek's gonna have some issues with what's going on over here.
Is there anything specifically that Leonti wants Laird to do with those puppet strings?
Um, I don't think there's a specific thing until we see what Zarek does.
Okay, dope.
Okay. Good. We got all the HX questions mostly out of the way. One will sort. Well, no, you did answer it, so we're good. Do we have any other outstanding HX rollovers? Okay.
Maybe I did have a question for Zayrik, but I need to check what I would have started at. But we can do that later if that's the case. I need to check it out.
Okay. Sweet. Shall we proceed then? Okay. Uh, do folks have things they want to do? We do have some wishes. I guess the question is, should we roll through the session start, or are we calling this a continuation from events from previous session and not doing time passes?
Um, I was headed to the salon with the drugs, and I think Sergeant Saida was in tow. And I
Uh-huh.
think I'd like to start there.
That sounds fun.
And I'm
Let's.
fine with time passing after that. Um, my intention is I need to go to Zarina, who's the leader of this Twilight group,
Hmm.
and um, I march up. I have the drugs under my hand, under my arm,
Wait, are you going
and
to the salon or are you going to Zarena? I'm now
I
confused.
thought Zarina has a stall
In the
in
Yes,
the
market.
but I
salon.
thought you said you
Same
wouldn't
building.
start at the salon. So
Yeah.
now I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, are we going back in time? Like, what is Varian
Mm.
doing? Go at a stall, going to see Zarena?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
yeah. I'm going to see Zarina and basically come up and I'm like, um, Sergeant Saida, um, just escalated the situation in an inappropriate way, and it cost me half of my proceeds. I need her to be reassigned and for you to assign someone else um, as the protector for your group. Um, and Steven said that could be, um, let's see, I named some people. Where did I put them? So you added a bunch of the Twi'leks in place. Jorbana, uh, oh, uh, someone with the last name Sandula, or Shah.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this. So Jorbana, I'll start color coding the
Yeah.
where they're at,
So
so
it's
we
up
have them.
to Zarina who she wants to assign. I just looked through the new people that you put in place, and I'm like, these are people. And I think it's up to, Zarina, you need to decide who is um, satisfactory to you and your group. And um, I am disappointed that uh, Saida escalated the situation, and she's not doing her duty to protect the goods. She almost got them lost.
Uh, okay. So you're saying she isn't helping with the drugs? Does she know that?
I turn to her and I say, she almost got us both killed. She did not take orders well, and you need to reassign someone else.
Uh-huh. It
Now,
sounds like you're demanding that of her.
yeah, now,
Sweet. Just so I'm clear, Saida's standing with you as you make this
yes,
demand of.
yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I tell you what, like that is a die roll. Saida will say, "Hey, I'll leave the group once we're done with this work. That's fine." And and uh, so Zarena's like, okay, well, uh, I guess Orshin will help out." And Saida says, "Yeah, he's fine."
Uh, I think this is happening around the same time Zarek is coming back from his confrontation with Hatchet.
Yeah, I could. Certainly could.
Yeah. Okay. Faerun, what do you bring to my
Um,
market today?
Zarek, we're a little busy right now. I will. Is everything concluded here, Zah? Do you have anything more?
No, good luck in your endeavors,
As
Faerun.
soon as you bring Orshin up, then I will um uh be able to leave with Zarek. And I turn to Zarek and I say there needs to be some protection here. Um and I'm waiting for my bodyguard to come up, and then I have business with Leonti.
Leonti is not in my best graces right now. What business do you have with Leonti?
Well, that's between us. Do you need to know about everything?
It is my market. was my salon, I suppose, still is. The droids he hired, they have hired is troublesome. What is that? Zarek just points to the large case under your arms.
That is business. And, you know, it's causing us. And I look at Saida and I'm like, it's caused us some problems. And we're trying to make sure it doesn't cause any more. Are
Hmm.
you here to cause problems?
Of course not, Veerun. Of course, this is no,
I I just don't know. I mean, it seems like everybody wants to cause problems.
no.
And I look
Just
at Saida.
not your usual fare. Normally, you bring trinkets, jewelry, baubles, curious, interesting items Leonti loves. Nondescript cases just don't seem like your thing.
Everything has to be moved. I think I step aside and I see, Za at the stall has like all the trinkets laid out and everything. And um, can we say that Orshun
Yeah,
shows up now?
Arshan gets a message. He shows up. He's
And I'm like, um, let's. I turned to Orshun and I'm like, let's go to Leonte, and we're gonna head to where we would find Leonte's, in the salon kind of area. Um,
Faerun, you remember the rules.
no robot, no droids.
No, no. The family takes their cut.
I'd like to use one of my puppet strings, if possible.
I figured you would.
Yeah, just
okay with puppet
like.
strings. Yeah, the way that that works. Let's take a look at the move.
Do you want me to read it?
Whenever you want, you can spend one of your hold to whisper an order directly into their brain. If they follow it, good. They resist, they suffer psi harm.
Yeah, stop bothering Veyron and let them go do what they want to do.
Oh. I mean, how much psi harm?
I believe at least two, maybe three. Let me look.
It's not
It's not
clear.
specified. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess is it my level of psi harm that I do, or
Yeah, that would be your psi, and sure, let's say that. You do psi
Oh,
harm, which is
yeah.
two.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take the psi harm. That puts me at 6, yeah? That's how that works? No, that puts me at that okay, the 6 takes me to 9. I don't know why that is. There we go. Okay.
Please roll the harm move.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Roll plus harm you have suffered. Oh, sorry. Ba-ba-ba. Boo boo. Plus 2. Psi harm. Well, that's a 10, which I think is good.
Oh, you went into die
No,
roller, which is totally
sorry. Yes,
cool.
I did the
Nope,
other
I
die
just
roller.
did went to go look at. I get excited seeing die rolls. Is all. Okay, a 10 is
Oh, no, 10's bad.
a 10 is less than good. So on a 10 plus, the MC chooses one. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent. It's worse than a scene. Take one harm. 2 is 7. I'll just say it's 3 harm. Like it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Oh,
I think like little trickle of blood from your nose, sharp piercing headache. You can't like
mm.
3 harm. Like you can't. I think you see like white spots for a bit. You stagger. Your sister comes up and grabs your arm to try to steady you.
Varun steps forward and says, "Are you okay?" And probably pulls something off of his belt to like a it's the equivalent of an aspirin, right? Something to help solve that kind of thing. But like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you should have that looked after, Zarek.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It happens from time to time. But the family gets their cut, Verun, if you're trading goods within my temple.
True, no problem. I don't break rules.
Okay. That's okay. So yeah, you're not trying to because I'm invoking the law, but you haven't broken anything. Okay, cool.
That's right. Now, if I do, then yeah.
Yes, then yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're right. I will have it looked after.
Um, and I'm going to go find Leonte. I think I saw something in chat. Did you have something?
Yeah, I was just curious. Does Lorad? Yeah, the string is spent and the harm is triggered. Okay, so
Yeah,
I know that you didn't let.
that I
Okay,
just
cool.
no laws.
You felt the subtle resistance. You fired it, and now that string is gone.
Okay, cool, sweet, good to know. Thank you.
Um, so I'm going to go find Leonte, who should be in the salon, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
but before you get there, Sida's going to come up and walk beside you and say, "You didn't have to give up your trade on this. That was your call, Veyron.
You are incorrect. You no longer need to be here. You should leave.
Carq, I'm not leaving this box. I don't trust anyone involved in this. I'm getting my cut.
Oh, I'm not
You
cutting you
want
out. I'm just telling you, you messed things up and it caused problems. And um, for me, it's not that big of a deal, but you very easily could have killed everyone because you drew down on someone before things started happening. So, and I'm going to turn to Orshan and say, Orshan, she is putting this at threat.
Orshan says, Sida, you can walk alongside us, but don't make any more trouble. She looks up. I just care about the box and getting my cut. Proceed. And Orson will say, uh, hey man, let's just get this over with.
Um, so I go to Leonte. Where are you, Leonte?
Lounging in the salon somewhere.
Okay.
I think maybe
Um,
one of your people, Leonte, is training Kiki on like here's where you clean this and this is how you do
Hmm.
that's in the background, so we know that Kiki, the youngling, is
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
Kiki is the orphan.
Yes.
Ah, great. Okay. So I'm going to go to Leonte and say, uh, things have escalated. One
Mm.
of the local dock gangs um, discovered the drugs in a hiding place.
Oh.
So we need a better place to put them, and they need to be moved soon. How goes your progress?
Oh, we have a buyer.
So it's done.
Just need to do the handoff.
Nice. Um, so in that case, let's, do the handoff as soon as possible. You can pay the cut to the house. I'll take my portion. I have to spend the other portion to the gang that attacked us,
Cut to
and
the
Saida gets her
house.
cut.
What do you mean cut to the house?
The salon is a portion of the um, holding, correct?
Oh, I'm not selling anything. I'm just
Who,
arranging a deal for
who
you.
is selling?
You are.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
I can arrange you
This,
to meet the buyer, and you can do that wherever you like. If you want to do it here and gives Zay a cut, that's up to you.
um,
Welcome to.
this deal is getting worse and worse as we move on. Um, okay.
I don't want to cause
So
any trouble. If you want to go that way, that's totally fine by me.
we've already seen trouble. And I look over at Saida and I said, we have already seen trouble whenever we tried to keep this anonymous and hidden.
Mm.
Do you believe you have the security here to protect it?
I'll look at my droids. Absolutely.
Then I guess Zarek gets his cut.
Hmm.
I'd like
When
to
can you
stick
set up the
around.
buy?
I'd like to keep an eye on it, Saida says. Leonti, I won't cause you any trouble.
Oh, you want to stay here?
Sure.
Fine. Is there that you like to drink in particular?
No, I'm not going to get drunk here.
Oh, you don't have to get drunk. There's many other ways to enjoy yourself.
Water's fine, thank you.
Hmm. Water. Um, do I have I forget, do I have a line to Ivar?
Yeah, I think he would definitely give you a line to him.
Yeah. I will, yeah, let him know that uh, his product is ready for him anytime he wants.
Okay.
Baron, you're also clearly welcome to stay as long as you like.
I'd like to see this done with. So I think we're going to sit down in a booth, um, probably Saida and myself, and Orshan hopefully stands nearby,
Mhm.
and we'll see if we can't get it taken care of.
And I'll have the droids be a little bit more present at the entrances and exits, just in case.
And I describe, so before I leave to you, Leonte, I describe um, uh, the gang that came about that, figured things out and all of that. I should have told Zah that pretty much her boat is gone,
Mm.
that the gang took over her boat. And then I describe the itchy trigger finger that Saida had,
Hmm.
and that, you know, you should keep an eye on her because she seems overly excitable.
And this is like on your way out. You're telling me
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I think as like if we're near the exit, I'll just like lean over to the droid and say something like, if you see that one reach for a weapon, stop it.
Oh, confirmed.
Done.
Okay.
Okay. Let us see Larod heading out to fetch someone, I believe.
Yeah, Larod's going to go speak to Hatchet. Remind me again, really quick, Mark. Was there what it was? Why did Leonti send Larod?
Because Hatchet and Zay are having issues, and I was wondering if Hatchet might like to work security since Zay is so against droids there.
Ah, okay. Yes. Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
but Leonta, you know that the person I just described is
I do.
okay. Okay, good.
Cool. So Larod, well, where do we want to find? Where does Larod find Hatchet? Do you want to be somewhere other than the apartment building?
I think I'm working on setting up this new garage, the thing I took for my
Hi,
advance.
love it.
Um, so we're kind of like getting a in a like what used to be like I don't know what a Star Wars parking garage would be, but that kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah. So Larod, you appear on the fringes, and we'll say that Hart was keeping an eye on things outside. So Hart's messages comms to you, Hatchet. Hey, I don't think Hart's knows Larod's name. The that gray creature that stays at Zarek's, they're here. Let them in.
Yeah, I'll come talk to them.
Larod Hart's looks you over, says, I gotta check for weapons.
You want me to show you my weapons?
I want to take your weapons.
You can't take all of them, but you can have some of them to hold if you wish.
This isn't a game.
I am a
You hand
weapon.
over.
And
Okay.
he's like, they're so small. Like, I feel like Larad's probably on the shorter side. It's like, I am a weapon.
Hearts does the
But,
Hearts is dealing with you like you are a child.
and Larad will pull out like a case that has several scalpels and hold it out. Like, they're just being honest. Like, it's like, I am a weapon, but here's the weapons that aren't physically attached to me.
And Hearts takes that and says, okay, what else?
That's it.
Face the wall.
Why?
I'm going to pat you down. Nothing personal.
It'll shrug and I guess assume the position.
Yeah. Hearts is not gentle, but also not trying to hurt you. It just
Yeah.
she will move your hands to flat against the wall, and then she's going to feel your body for other weapons to pat you down. Or is there anything that you are, any physical weapon you are hiding?
No, I think they probably feel like there's the bag of coins. There's obviously like on their face you can see there's tech embedded into their body, but there are no other weapons. I handed over a case of scalpels.
Okay. Uh, Head that way. Elevators out. Take the stairs. They're in the garage, sub basement one. Don't go anywhere else. If I catch you wandering around, you'll be sad about it.
Please don't dirty them. I
I
want them
won't
back.
touch them and I'll return them as long as you haven't carked with hatchet. You'll get everything back. No problems.
No, I'm here to offer good things. And Lorad will then just go into the elevator.
The elevator's down. Take the stairs.
Oh, comes out, goes to the stairs.
Cool. And do you come into head down the stairs, the sub basement, huge Duracrete, expanse, cavernous, lots of columns. We see sparks as people are building frames for the garage. There are huge um, mono wheels, which I love and are aesthetically just amazing. And thank you for bringing them to this game, Nesh. Very cool. And Hatch, yeah, your jetpack says, so when do I get a jetpack? Because we have a whole garage, we can build one.
You get a jetpack when you build a jetpack. That's not.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you from building one. I'm going to tell
Okay,
you
I
that
got it.
it's.
And she turns and she's going to start working on her jetpack.
I think when she goes to turn, Lorad is just like right behind her, like
Oh, shit. Um, gonna just like go over here.
hello, Hatchet.
Hello, Laraj. Um, what are you here for?
Opportunity.
Okay. I don't have all day, so as you can see, I'm kind of busy.
Well, so are you too busy to work then? Do you not want opportunity?
Depends on what the work is. I don't have time for word games.
Uh, Zarek, doesn't like metal people. Leonti needs protection. You've protected me before in moments and are good at protection. Leonti wants to know if you are open for hiring for protection at Salon to make Zarek be less annoying.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure Zarek would be too happy about it. We had kind of a situation here. But yeah, I'm happy to help Leonti. We could use uh, some cash, some steady work.
It would be steady work. There's going to be a big deal happening that could go bad.
Oh, sounds like Leonti may need some extra protection then, not just a couple of people watching the doors.
You have to talk to Leonti about that.
Okay, I'll be happy to.
Things good here?
Yeah, we're settling in.
Mm. And you're building things.
Well, we need to be able to maintain these things. And she kind of slaps one of the monowheels.
Can you only make things that ride?
That's what we're going for right now. It's what
What
matters most to us.
what if someone hired you to make something that's not a ride?
Well, if you can pay or provide the equipment we need, be happy to consider it.
Mm. Okay. Can you find out cost?
Depends on what it is. I mean, do you want us to build a spaceship or a comm unit?
Where is, or did I get confused? I thought that there was a thing that allowed me to have like a space where I could like do,
Yeah, if you can get a workshop. Um, I don't know about the.
or maybe it's an old brain picker move. That might be what I'm thinking of that's not there anymore.
Might be.
You used to be get a workshop to perform augury.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, get a workshop to perform augury.
A psychic
Um,
lab is now what you get. A psychic lab workspace with psi and
yeah.
tinkering.
Ah, okay. I thought the augury.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
cooler.
Hmm. All right. So that's a thought. All right.
Mhm.
And I think before even any of that, Laura will look around for a moment and reach into like the coin pouch and pull out a coin and just give it to Hatchet, which I don't think is atypical. I think you didn't technically ask for anything back when you saved me, and so every now and then Laura just kind of gives because he doesn't understand the idea. They don't understand the idea of like helping without cost. So they're essentially waiting for you to be like, and you've paid your bill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll take the coin. I'm not sure. I think I just assume this is part of some custom or something. Uh, like, and I don't question it. It's like it's not a huge amount of money, but it's apparently it matters to you that you're doing this.
Yeah. Why did you fight with Zarek?
Well, he likes to throw his weight around, and he thinks he's more important than he is.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do you need anything? Do you have work for me?
Work for you. Um, well, I wouldn't mind knowing if Zarek uh, is planning to make any more trouble for us. If that's something you'd be willing to look into.
I could. What do you offer me for doing it?
Well, we could look into setting up that workspace you were thinking of.
Hmm.
I can't promise that we can that this will pay for it fully, but it would be useful.
Hmm. I'll think about it. When do you want to come now to meet Leonti? Or send someone else? Or when should I tell Leonti you're coming?
Um, I think I can come right away. I'll just let me just pull a couple of the others. Need to scramble a couple of the others, and we can come right away.
You should also talk to your front person that not all weapons can be removed from a person.
Sure. They're not everyone here is the most imaginative.
I am excited to go for a ride.
Yeah. Set it up. And I think I will pull. Let's see. I'm gonna bring Knuckles because she's the best fighter and she'll probably have like a good eye for what we need to do for security. And let's say Loop. She's a scout. She might be uh, good at having an eye for things. And I don't want someone who will stick their nose into the negotiations. So I'm not bringing Queen K on this.
Quickie will be hurt.
Well, she is probably busy with something else.
Zarek,
I'll actually put Queen K in charge of continuing to set up the garage, so she's got something to
got
do.
it, boss. Good call. I'll get this all worked out. Zarek, after your conversation with Veyroon, I imagine you do look a little once around in the market and you see a group of Weequay, um, five of them. They're they are not openly carrying their arms, but you know that these group are all part of Drenny Auk's crew. Drenny Auk, I am highlighting if you want to jump to her. They are privateers. The Weequay run a lot of the fishing industry for Sarnak, and they're broken into smaller family-based gangs or crews. Ula's the speaker for Drenny, who is here in this group, but Drenny is not with them. But you recognize Ula. And Ula's making her way to you. Your sister says, hey, heads up, but you already clocked it.
Yeah. Ula, so rarely do you visit our market.
Here all the time, buying supplies. I'm surprised you're here. I heard that you've been run out.
Oh. Rumors on the street, not true.
Droids in your temple and everything.
Mm. Unfortunately, that is true. Leonti and I are at odds at the time, but they continue to run the salon in the way they see fit.
Ula steps close. You, if you want Leonti taken care of, we can contract for that.
It won't be necessary.
No, that's not why I'm here to talk to you. As you know, we have rights, salvage rights, and someone's been breaking them. I want your permission to work in your area to deliver a message.
Oh,
They probably won't
salvage
die.
rights. Who has been breaking salvage rights?
You sure you don't want plausible deniability? We're going to hit them, and we're going to hit them hard.
Is this about Veyroon?
So you know.
I know that Veyroon is also a salvager. He normally restricts himself to places you don't normally go. This has changed?
It's changed.
Hmm.
He salvaged a shuttle. There's some good scrap on there. He's running around with some stupid Twi'leks. Looks like he's starting to build some kind of organization going on. We can't have that.
Hmm.
She reaches into slowly.
Yeah.
I'm reaching for a document, she says. And then she pulls out this like data rod
Yeah.
and opens it up, and it's like a little hollow scroll. And she says, "We have salvage rights. This is a techno union contract."
Then why have you brought it to my attention?
Because we know that you and Veyroon occasionally work together and are friendly. We don't want to offend you, Zarek.
But it is the Techno Union who has given you salvage rights. You should bring it up with them. You know I have no fond thoughts of them.
But if Veyroon's on your grounds and we move to have a conversation or deliver a warning,
Then I'll shoot you dead on the spot. This is my temple. This is my market. You know my laws.
I see. So you're saying that you are offering protection to Veyroon.
I offer protection to all who do wish to do business in my market. Is this complicated for you?
One of the Weequay behind her does this like I'm stepping forward
Yeah.
menacingly, and Ula just holds her hand up. It's very clear.
But what happens outside the market, whatever you run paths with Veyroon, I will of course be sad. It would be terrible to lose a friend like Veyroon. But do what you need to do.
Thank you. If Veyroon decides not to leave for a while, we'll revisit this conversation. I'm willing to purchase an opportunity to work and deliver that message.
Again, my temple, my rules.
Of course. Of course. And if you ever want to swap Leonti for Veyroon, we're open to that conversation. We take
Is
care
there
of a
anyone in my
problem.
temple you don't want?
Most everyone else.
Fair. Leonti is a bit of thorn in the side currently, but perhaps we will revisit that conversation.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. A swap. We take care of Leonti. You allow us to take care of Veyroon.
No, that would not be a deal I would like to make. But there
Not
might
at
be
this
other
time.
things.
Understood. Understood. Thank you for your time, Zarek. And then she does this like give eyes to your sister, like I could take you down in a moment. And your sister just shakes her head like, no, no, we're not having that confrontation. And Weequay will leave. They just straight up out the market. They're done. They were here for that purpose.
Uh, Zarek will go to the salon immediately following that conversation, right? Because Beirut, you're back there with Leonti, right? Yeah. Um, is there a door? Does Zarek knock? I
I think it's
imagine a beaded
open.
curtain. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a
One of the commando droids, as you enter,
Yeah.
steps and says, "Please be advised that this is a secure facility."
Yes, it is a very secure facility, secured by Please step aside. Veyron.
One of the other droids is standing near you, Leontes.
Yeah.
The Irunian, Zarek Meruth, wishes entry.
Oh, allow him in.
Then the commando droid that was standing in front of you steps out of your way.
Veyron, you. Uh, what did you do to upset Drenny Alk so badly? Ula was just in the temple, threatened your life. I sent them packing.
I did nothing.
Oh, they say you illegally salvaged a shuttle.
I salvaged the shuttle. What makes it illegal?
The trade union says it's illegal. I, as a courtesy, advise you don't leave the temple all too soon.
Trade union means nothing.
Was it the trade union or
Why
the...
do they have laws here?
And Zarek like looks at the commando droids. I couldn't agree more. But just be advised of the situation before you leave. You were saying something, Leonti?
Oh, was it the trade union or techno union? I think it was the techno union.
Oh, sorry, Techno Union. Yes. Are they? Oh, are they different?
Nope,
Yes.
there is no trade union that I'm aware of.
Okay, sorry. The droid people. And Zarek just like pauses, enjoys the pregnant moment there of expecting visitors.
Ah, cool. Larod and Hatchet, with two members of Hatchet's crew, arrive. You
I
also
lean
get the
down and I
commando
pet.
droid like in your way, and Leonti Saru, Trison Henge, and two members of Trison Henge's unit are here and wish entry.
Oh, fantastic. I've been waiting for them. Let them in.
Cool. So, all PCs in one place. This is great. I'll just hang back, eat some popcorn.
Well, welcome all to the salon at the oh gosh, what is my last name again? The
Nayruth.
Mayruth Temple. Um, please conduct your business. And Zarek just doesn't move.
Can I get you something to drink, Zarek?
That would be wonderful.
Uh, I'll ask one of the robots to bring him something,
Oh,
as usual.
And does, without complaint.
You're muted.
Veyron, no hard feelings, I hope.
No more than anyone else here.
I do not have hard feelings.
Sorry?
I think Larry just like Veyron says no more than anyone else here, and Larry's like, I don't have hard feelings.
Well, some others might.
Oh, Saida doesn't answer out loud, but yeah, she has hard feelings.
So I lean over to Orshan and I say, keep an eye on Saida. She pulled on them, not too long ago.
Yeah, I know.
So, and they wanted her
I
dead.
know. I only got so many eyes, Veyron.
Yeah,
I'm not trained like Saida. I'm going to do the best I can.
Yeah, we
better.
are at least I am very much projecting like being relaxed and not aggressive, but also like taking up space.
I want to read a sitch.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah.
This
If
feels
this does-
charged. I would
Yeah,
agree.
this does
Yeah.
not feel good.
Roll plus sharp.
Ooh.
Oh wait, should I roll for my?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
When you
have
enter
Veyron read a sitch first, or maybe do I roll first, and so that can play
Too
into?
late. The roll has hit the table. The dice have hit the table, and
Yeah,
11.
cool.
3 questions. But if you want to hold the questions until Hatchet's done her entering a room thing, this chaotic presence move is wild. It is highly interruptible. As a heads up.
Holy crap! I want to ask all of these questions.
What does that mean though with interruptible? Like if I want to interfere with Hatchet, it's
Yeah.
simple to
Yeah.
do.
It's yes. Well, the way that highly interruptible moves is specific in that if you interrupt the move, you make a roll. So, you make
I
a
think you
highly
can like
interruptible.
stop the consequences. You have a chance to react before the consequences hit.
Yeah.
Ah, I would love to interrupt that. Sorry to stack like two rolls on top of yours, Stephen.
No, that's fine. Um,
Okay. Yeah. And I think Zarek like retrieves that and is begrudgingly cordial to the droid, and then just requests drinks for all attendees. And it is having drinks delivered to Hatchet. Doesn't have to end with all of us shooting each other. So I roll +2, and
Yep.
I'm gonna do the dice in the
I'm
thing.
so
Here we go.
excited. Just can't hide it.
There we go. Hey, that's 11.
Wow, this die roller likes you guys. It wants to be used.
Okay.
And until K rolls, and then it's probably gonna roll like crap.
Excuse me.
What? I'm just stating supposition based on past events. Okay. So with an 10 plus, I make a decision. On a hit, I choose the most suitable. Yeah. On a 10 plus, you also take +1 to your next roll against them, uh, Zarek.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose that, like, it just interrupts the move since it's highly interruptible. We okay with that?
Yeah, it doesn't say here that it's highly interruptible, but
It's
maybe that's
literally in the
somewhere.
text.
Is
That's
it?
what that little cross thing means.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
Cool,
okay.
cool, cool. So I don't roll at all.
Correct.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to not have to roll that because if
Okay.
It does cause
if
trouble.
a
Somewhat
miss
trouble.
is could be really bad
Hey,
in this
diffuse your
situation.
gang
So,
members. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I would also like to roll subtle scrutiny to ask some questions if possible.
Yeah, go for it. Clang, clang,
That's
clang,
what.
clang, clang. This is
Cool.
why we don't all get together as a group. This is like the
I'm
reunion
also going
from
to use the
hell.
die roller in here. Do. That's a 9. So I can ask one question. And I think the only one I'm interested in is where are the weaknesses here?
And who's it directed at?
Just the situation.
Yeah, this situation. So if anyone thinks there are weaknesses,
Zarek is having trouble standing upright now. He is pure force of will forcing himself to be here. He wants to lay down. He wants to be anywhere else, but he can't be. He needs to be here. Yeah.
Laird is like right at your side, Zarek, too, just standing nearby.
And I think it's clear that uh, Knuckles is looking for an excuse to get into it with the Twi'leks.
yep. Orson is not trained for this, and he is a weakness. Um, he's not a real fighter, but he has a nice singing voice. Saida is ready for this to go to hell and is already plotting like I shoot this one first and then this one. I grab the box and I run this way. Like she's plotting all the exits. Loop is aware of Saida's volatility. It is trying to already like here's how I slide into the back and use this environment to my advantage to prevent Saida from leaving this place alive. So, yeah, those are the weaknesses from the NPCs. Kiki has no idea what he's doing. and thinks that this is really nice and smells
Maybe
good.
Zarek dismisses Kiki. Kiki shouldn't be in this room.
To
I'm
be
gonna ask
clear,
my
Kiki would be like missed every blaster bolt would miss Kiki. Kiki is like D would not be
Plot armor.
harmed. Yep.
I'm gonna ask my first question, which is, what's my best way out of here, and how do I know?
That's a great question. I think it being Leonti's place, maybe Leonti starts that answer, and then I'll add in if I have other details.
Yeah, I think if you look to me, I can probably show you a quick way out.
So yeah, I think I do that. I think
Yeah.
I look to you, and okay,
Yeah, I recognize that look like.
okay. And did you want to add anything, Rich?
Um, no, I think that's fair. If Leonti does that, then the droids will follow, and that will de-escalate a good bit to give you a chance to get out.
Um, then my second question is, who's really in control here, and how can I tell? That's a loaded question.
Damn, that I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah. Um, why don't we just leave that out and see
I hate to say it, but I
what
think
happens?
not Zarek.
I my answer, my player answer, Greg answering that question. Larod is in control of Zarek right now.
I feel like Liante is in control because we're in their space and they have the droids.
Agreed.
Um,
Yeah.
That's fair. That makes sense to
so
me.
it's not like, oh, they're super in charge, but like they have the more of an upper hand than anyone else.
Makes sense. I like that.
How about I wanted to roll for open brain if that's okay, and then maybe we do the bio break, and that way Rich can think about it.
Sure. Did you ask all your questions, Stephen?
Oh, sorry.
I think I have one left, but I'm not sure what it is yet. So I'll
Okay.
just hold on to that until something happens.
Okay. So let's have an open brain move. This is gonna be fun. Open your brain. It's a World Psychic Maelstrom. Mhm.
It's +3, so it's a 9.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I saw the 6 and I'm like, oh no.
Okay.
I thought we should put it there.
With that, that means on 7 to 9, the MC gives an impression at least, and I can ask you a question or two. You must answer them frankly. I'll tell you something new and interesting about the current situation. Yeah, sounds good. All right. Well, let's take a quick bio, and when we come back, we'll have the results of that brain opening. See you guys in a minute.
I
Okay.
do have one
Yes, you're
question.
back.
Did I get an idea when Ivar was planning on showing up?
He's arriving imminently.
Fantastic.
I was
Fantastic.
more interested in PCs showing up, but
Yep,
yes,
yep.
he would make his way, to clear my
Just to
schedule.
kind of smooth out the situation a little bit.
We like cut to Ivar. Ivar's like, clear my schedule. Leonti needs me. He's on his little speeder bike thing. I imagine he's like fat guy in a little coat. He's in this like little speeder, and he's oversized, so that amuses me for some weird reason. Excellent. So there was on the table a move that had just fired of opening your brain to the world's psychic maelstrom. And Rod, you're vaguely aware of the powder keg that exists in this salon. The there you get no read from the commando droids. You have no understanding of their intents or directives, but you can sense Saida's uh, concern and mostly fight or flight instincts kicking in hard as she prepares herself for what she feels is an impending battle. You see, you feel Orson's concerns about not being ready for this, Orson's concerns about not being ready for this and not being able to keep Veyron safe and also probably dying. You feel the cool almost detached observation from Loop as if this is a puzzle she is working out. Um, Knuckles is mean mugging Saida, just daring Saida to make the wrong move so that this can fall out exactly the way Knuckles wants, which is as much violence as possible. All of these people could it could spill over everywhere. Um, but also there is the thrum of that device that you brought here for Leonti to uncover and understand. That holocron, the one that opens sideways like a wound. And it is feeding on the anticipation and the worries and the fear
I
generated.
thought I left that with the guy.
I don't know who the guy is, but I
The
thought
one who
Leonti wanted to understand. I thought you asked Leonti to like tinker and understand it.
I
Mhm.
asked Leonti to if they knew the language. I had written out the language.
Yeah, I think my job was to find someone who knows the language.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think they would have let me walk out with that thing.
Okay. Fair enough. Sorry, I saw the wish and then
That's
just
okay.
shifted. So yeah, all that, just erase it. Great. I get to ask you questions. Um,
Yeah.
with all of these emotions that are bubbling and roiling here, which one touches you the most, the rod? Which one maybe you don't feel, but causes you to feel?
I think it's the fear of death because that's such a different thing than Laurent has ever really considered. I don't think Laurent's it's ever considered such a thing. Uh, and so that is something that pulls and fascinates at Laurent a little bit.
Cool.
Uh, and upon observing, sorry, do you have another question or just one?
I think that's a good one for me. I'm good.
Okay. Laurent will take several steps away from Zarek's side into the middle of the room and say, all of you are concerned about getting hurt and fighting each other, so if you just decide to not get hurt and fight each other, no one will get hurt. And then like looks at Knuckles, except you. You want to hurt people.
Fair. Cyrus, I just want to get this thing sold.
Nobody's going to hurt anybody unless it's a droid.
That's not what they're thinking.
No, but that's what's going to happen.
That's why I said it.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Laurent.
Leonti Saru, you have a visitor. Ivor Delnock is
Oh,
waiting to be entered.
perfect timing. Please show them in.
Still wearing the heavy coat and the symbols of the trade or the techno union. Got me going. Oh man. The techno union, the trade master enters the room, peers around, senses the unease, and comes to you. Leonti, you needed my assistance on something?
Yes, thank you so much for attending this little party. Do you know my friend Veyron here?
He seems familiar.
I turn to Leonte and say, "You didn't tell me it was the Techno Union."
You didn't ask. You seem very interested in the money more than anything else. Is that changed?
No, I want to get rid of it.
Fair. Veyron?
Saida moves up to you, Veyron, and leans in. I don't think this is a good idea.
Um, you wanted this. I would like to read a person on the techno unit union.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, oops, that's right. Let's do it here. Four. That's a four.
Well, goodness. Read a person. On a miss, the MC will tell you what. They might have you ask one anyway, but be prepared for the worst. Yeah, go ahead and ask one anyway. And then Ivar's going to ask a few questions of you.
Yeah. Um, the most important thing I think is how do I how could I get you to give us the best price?
Oh, um, Ivar has arrived with more than enough funds. He wishes to purchase this item and will allow you to effectively name your price as long as it is sane. And you can tell that because he has um, an unmarked cred stick that is colored as if it has a great deal of money allowed. It's one of those executive data crystal kind of things.
So I pull out the case and I open it up
Oh,
and
please hold on a moment.
oh, I'm sorry.
How are you vulnerable to Ivar?
Oh, okay. Um, I am not a negotiator, and there are, let's see, one, two, three, there are four, not counting me, there are four people who all want a cut of this, right? So I'm like, okay, you know, I don't like being in the middle of this, so that makes me vulnerable.
And then the last question from Ivar. How could he get you to cut Saida out of this deal? Because
Oh,
he recognizes her.
he could kill her. Um, basically, it's this. I think in the last session I said the same thing. I can't do anything. It is my word. I have to give her her cut. But and I think it's to it's to all of the toilets, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I have to give them their cut, but um, if they're not around, then I can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so now's whenever I pull out the case and, open it up and see Ivar's reaction. And as he pulls out that unmarked credit stick, that's whenever I lean over to Saida and say, "See, this is what you wanted. This is how we get it."
Saida's unsure. But Ivar, he's not shocked, right? Like he's seen a sample of this. This is just a lot. He's walked into Fort Knox and looked at all the gold, and it's yes, he's heard there's gold in Fort Knox, but wow, that's a lot of gold. I see. Um, I'm going to reach into my I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out a small tester, and then he proceeds to slowly do so, and he is going to ask to like test each of these vials before he makes any transaction. Leonti, if you don't mind, perhaps you could guide me to somewhere where I can conduct this without so many guns.
Oh, just this table here is fine, I think.
Understood.
And if I'm not mistaken, um, Ivar has a scanner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not actually sampling them
No,
because that would break some of the
it'll break the
laws.
seal, and yep, he has a
Well, no, it would
scanner.
break some of Zayric's laws, is what Veyrunes is concerned about.
Hmm.
Oh,
Um,
Because you don't use while you're here, right?
we do not that has to do with the food. I should probably
Oh,
make that a
okay.
little more
Hmm.
detailed. Yes, the food that we trade, we don't touch that.
Hmm.
Okay. I see.
Ivar, as he has this scanner and he's bringing like places each vial and this little scan, these clamps come down and you see this light scan over it. And he leans in closer to you, Leonti, and says, "The the Twi'lek woman is part of a resistance."
Yes, she'll be most appreciated. Your funds for the resistance.
I think those funds would be best used elsewhere. What if, say, she does not leave here?
Why would she stay?
Well, perhaps she doesn't leave here alive.
Are you threatening one of my guests?
Proposing an idea. It's a salon. We discuss things.
Saida,
Yes,
Ivar here thinks that you should be killed so you don't take a cut. He's just proposing an idea here. Do you have a counter proposal?
At this point, I kind of gesture to Knuckles and Loop, and we kind of close ranks and take a step back and like watch what's going on.
Do you draw?
No, no, not
Oh, okay.
drawing weapons,
Okay.
but clearly prepared to.
Okay.
Zarek has requested that his sister and the gang close the entrances to the salon. They are now at whatever exits that I'm sure Leonti has an exit that only they are aware of, but yeah, the public entrances and exits are closed.
Larod. No one seems to be paying much attention to you. What exactly
Yeah.
are you doing during this? I don't know of a Star Wars analog to Mexican standoff, so
Discussion.
discussion.
Yeah. If no one's paying attention to me, then I think, who is this? We've got a couple different NPCs in here, correct? We've
Yeah.
got we've got ooh, can I ooh, this is okay, yeah, fuck yeah. Um I would like to try to put some brain strings in Knuckles.
Mm.
Take +1 forward in doing so.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, so what is for that? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, geez, that's +4. Oh my God. Okay. So we're gonna uncheck this. We're gonna put a little 4 in the modifier box. And now we hit that. 8.
All that for an 8. Goodness gracious. I called it. These dice don't like you. 7 and 9, hold 1. That's still pretty good.
But yeah, I still got a 1 in that. All
What
right.
does that look like, Larod, as you place a string in Knuckles' mind?
I think nothing's going on up top, right? Like Larod's face is just the continuous blank. But you kind of, if someone were paying attention to its hands, you'd notice a couple of its fingers move almost as if like it was playing guitar or some kind of string instrument. And at a particular point, there'll be like a pull of the finger, and just for a second, you'll see, in this case, Knuckles just like tilt their head for a second as if they were jarred by the movement.
Larod, when you place the string in her mind, you see it is fertile ground. It as if you're planting a seed in virgin land.
No thought that empty.
Not a single thought.
All will take note.
Okay.
Seems like a place that's
So,
nice.
that all happened at the moment that Leonti and Saida says, "Yeah, obviously I object, but maybe Ivar should pay what he's here to buy, because we all know that that cred stick's useless if he's dead." Ivar says, "It sounds as if I'm going to be attacked after this transaction."
Everything goes according to plan. We all leave here as we came.
It seems as if this Twi'lek is threatening me.
To be fair, you did threaten her first.
I proposed an idea to you, Leonti, in confidence.
Is a threat not just an idea? If I were to have these droids kill you, that's an idea.
I see. Well,
Or
I
her, for
would
that matter.
rather that these droids protect me. And at that moment, the three commando droids turn and raise their weapons at Saida. Uh, it looks as if they're going to shoot Saida down. Saida does not want this to happen. Everyone is on tenterhooks, so I will give you a chance to figure out what is it that you wish to do. We'll ask Zarek.
Zarek's gonna scattergun the one that gave him a drink.
That sounds wild. It sounds like you're going to attack someone.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Doing battle if your enemy is able to defend themselves or fight. So I just attack somebody.
Yes, because it's carrying out an order which is has nothing to do with you.
I'm terrible at that. -1. Here we go. Rerolling. Oh, wait. I click it again. That's a 2.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Hey, I get to
Uh,
mark it, though.
you do. On a missile, MC will tell you what. They might have you choose one anyway, but be prepared for the worst. Yeah, that sounds great. Hatchet, as I gesture just randomly at the camera, but in my mind, I'm gesturing at your picture in the Zoom call. Hatchet, what is it that you are planning to do as these commando droids try to kill and probably will succeed in killing Saida?
So Zarek lets loose with the scattergun. Is that?
Yep. Zarek, like it's a commando droids and the Zarek bring up scattergun to let loose.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna go for the droids as well with because I don't think we would have brought our carbines because that's a bit heavy to roll in with here, but we have the wrist casters. So it's kind of just raising your arm and blasting away with that.
Awesome.
And
I love it. Very, very Black Widow-ish. Very cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sweet. So
Uh,
it sounds like you are attacking someone as well. Roll plus hard and mark hard.
yeah, is this attack someone or do battle? I don't
It's
remember how.
attacks for this first hit, they're fully concentrating on commanding on taking out Saida. That's what they've been
Cool,
ordered to do.
cool. Yeah, so I have a +2, and I believe I get an extra pick. Yeah, when you attack or do battle on any hit. And that's a 10.
On a 10 plus, choose three options against your enemy. You will inflict harm as established. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's they do 2 harm by default. Um, I think get them or actually pin them down is one I definitely want. Um, I think sees hold of something, but now I'm not sure if that's cider or the case of drugs.
Hmm.
But I think like we're here to like we would really like the drugs, but clearly this is also a big problem, and maybe someone else can deal with that. I think because we want to get to work for Lianti, it seems like protecting Saida is the better move here. So we're going to seize hold of Saida, like Knuckles, or I think Loop moves forward, like pushing her, pushing Saida behind her. Um, I get two more.
Yeah, you get three options,
Oh,
man. But you took
yeah, I get an
well,
extra, so I get
yeah.
four,
Or
right? Because
Wow.
it's 10 plus is three, and then I get an extra. Well, let's do inflict terrible harm then,
So it's
and
three harm.
get them out of your way. So we get them out of your way, pin them down, seize hold of something, inflict terrible harm.
That's terrifying and awesome. Varun, what are you doing in this pregnant moment of everyone exploding into violence and action?
Yep, I'm going to use my last Rita Sitch hold, which is um who or what represents the best opportunity for me to live through this?
Uh, I think if you hit the deck, you don't have the box, you're not Saida. If you hit the deck, that's your best chance to live through this current moment.
Has Leonti's exit also been blocked?
don't believe it has.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, let's define a little bit about what that is. Is this like a bolt hole?
I think it's just like maybe and like through the like wherever like the kitchen, the prep area would be. Like it's the service entrance.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'm going to drop to the deck, but at the same time,
Yeah,
I'm
if you
going to
want to
shout
act
to.
under fire, you can take +1 forward to Diddy Mao to get the heck out of Dodge.
Ooh. Um, I have been told that I should not leave, so I'm not going to leave.
You paid.
Um, but I think I'm going to drop to the deck and tell Loops, um, the kitchen. Head to the kitchen.
Wait, Lube, who's doing stuff with Hatchet, or did you mean
Oh,
Orson?
Loops is the one who I thought Loops was the one who took Saida.
Oh, protected. Oh, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha. I understand now.
yeah,
Sorry, I wasn't
yeah,
following you, and I got it now.
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
Excellent. And then Larod.
I would like to do the attack someone.
Okay.
So that is
I'd like to know who you're attacking.
well, so here's the thing. I'm not actually interested in harming someone. What I'm interested in is one of the options I can pick. So maybe I'd like to seize hold of something.
But you're still going to do harm
Yeah, you're still
with
gonna do
attack
harm. I don't
someone.
know.
Are you diving for the case or
Yeah, I want the drugs.
Oh, then it would be more appropriate if you act under fire to try
Act
to
under fire? Okay, that's
hold
fair.
together under duress and prepare to suffer harm if appropriate. Roll plus cool.
Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So mark one there. You are no longer a four, which is sad. Uh, you are a one. 10.
Ooh,
Nice.
delightful, delightful. This is getting wild. And then Leonti.
How dare you? Leonti is making a scene
Amazing. Cool.
using incandescents, making a display of fury that no one can do anything but watch me while I do that, unless you want to interrupt.
Uh, so let's have all of the shooting
Yep.
erupt, and then incandescent can
Yep.
completely tilt the scene, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
uh, Ivar makes his cleverly worded thing to yoink the commando droids to attack on his order. They all aim to gun down Saida. Saida is trying to defend herself when Loop snaps her to the ground to protect her. Then the gang attacks the commando droids. I think Saida gets a shot off and also gets shot by one of the commando droids. Zarek, you scattergun one of the commando droids from behind. It is a scattergun. It like shoots lead, so that hard armor bounces back off of the carapace, and you catch some of the shrapnel, and you take 2 harm. Please roll the harm move, Zarek. I know you're not in the best shape.
So that's +2. There should be checkboxes for taking harm. I think that was actually at one point something that you got XP for. Okay. I am at
Yeah,
11.
I agree. I think that's better
Yeah.
than the drop down, and a
I
thing
got a
I think will be fun.
9.
You should
I
have
do
one
like the
pick for, right?
graphical representation, the Doomsday Clock. That's an
Yes.
important
Oh,
part of Apocalypse Roll for
I think
me.
he means you should get a checkbox for
Yeah,
XP.
XP. I'm saying you should get
Yeah.
XP for
Oh
getting
yeah,
hurt
Precinct
because
rate. Yeah,
I'm
Burned Over
getting
did
hurt a
have
lot.
XP for getting
Um,
hurt. Yeah.
You're up to just one slice open though, right? Because you did 3 before and that 2 more.
You were at 9, and you're taking 2 more, so you'd be at 11.
I'm at
Yes.
11. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. So again, the
I think the
graphics are
clock
messed
is
up,
not.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
The clock's not fixed? I thought I fixed it.
it's like one off. I think.
You're right. It is.
So with a 7 to 9,
Fudge.
the MC chooses if I lose my footing, lose my grip on whatever I'm holding, lose track of someone or something you're attending to, or miss noticing something important. And I'm also like bleeding out, so that's also not good.
Man, oh man. Okay. A
We
9,
can fix the
7 to
harm
9.
later. I know where it's at.
I know. I'm so like I want to fix all the things. Sweet. Yeah, I think it knocks you on your ass. I feel like you getting blah blah seems appropriate, and also it gives you a little bit of an ignominious moment there. It's definitely Zarek, the downtrodden and getting crapped on, and I'm sorry about that. I think your
I
character's
think
awesome.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Zarek.
I think whenever Zarek hits the ground, Veyroon reaches out from underneath the table and pulls him under the table with me and D.
Fine. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Then pop, 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 pop. I think one commando droid is not dead. 2 of them have been destroyed by uh, attacks from the gang and also Zarek. One of them has been nearly cut in half, but it is going to fire on Saida as Loop and Varen are trying to get her out. So, Varen, it seems like you're leading the charge. Let's have you act under fire. You do get to take +1 from your read of the
Okay.
situation.
Act under fire is cool. Okay. That is I get the +1. Okay, so let me roll that. That's a 12.
Okay. 12. That's nice. You're out of there. The commando droid starts crawling after you guys as you hit the bolt hole and are heading out, and then incandescent. So
Mhm.
what does that look like?
That's just me like standing in the middle, putting my arms out, throwing my Leica back, and it's like, this is unacceptable. Violence in here without my permission. How dare you? A guest. A guest. Is Zarek still under the table? Or did you crawl out?
Well, you were bolting, right, Veyroon?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was a roll for Saida and Loops to get out.
Okay,
Ah,
got it.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I am still under the table, and I pulled you underneath. If you want to crawl out, you can.
Uh, I think Leanti could probably just like see me
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah,
cowering there and
golding.
holding like the blood in, really. It's Apocalypse World. It's gonna get a little gory. Um, I didn't bring this. Your droids brought this.
You brought the violence. The droids brought money, which you were getting a cut of.
They threatened the deal.
And how's the deal going now?
As Eric looks around, realizes Larad is gone with the drugs. Yeah.
Am I allowed to be gone with the drugs or just with the drugs?
I I think they know that you left, but yeah, you did him out with the drugs.
Zarek, how about this for a deal? My salon is no longer part of your market and no longer subject to your laws, and I will fix this.
Fine.
Hatchet, I'd like to hire you to murder Ivar and all his robots.
Ivar just has the one robot. He has the cred stick. He holds it up and says, "If I die, this is worthless."
It's already worthless. Not the hatchet.
Yeah, we'll take that deal.
Ivar's going to try to run away. He's not very fast. Um, how do you wish to deal with this? I don't think we're going to go to a bunch of die rolls
The
here.
exits are already blocked. Zarek had his
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does
Um,
this look like is the question that I have.
I think since Loop has run out with Saida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I think uh, I I just shoot Ivar as he's running to the exit and
Yeah, he
like running
turns and
in.
his coat kind of flares up dramatically.
Yeah, yeah. And I think he like at first I miss him and then he gets out through the beads and then he gets pushed back in by the people blocking the door. And he's like, oh, up against the wall, and then I shoot him. And Knuckles, she brings out her hatchet and goes to town on the droid.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Oh, that's great. I really feel like that has to be the final scene of the session. That's just
Fair.
too fantastic. That was very true romance in the
I
movie.
would like to
Yeah.
extend my hand to Zarek and help him up.
Zarek will take your hand, but he's bleeding all over your couch.
So I
Please
have a question.
take care of this.
Yeah, I have a question for Kay. You had mentioned at some point potentially taking the healing move.
Mm.
Yes.
So I just got to level up. I could take it instead.
If
Um,
you want to take it, feel free to take it. Like that's totally like go for
okay.
it.
Yeah, so I think I'll do that. So under the table, I'm going to work on you to try to stabilize you. And that's plus weird.
Above table question.
Yes.
Zarek is near dying, and theoretically, I could pull a string and ask Zarek to do something, and if not,
Yeah, you
Oh,
could
yeah.
kill Zarek.
Like
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
himself.
It'd be awesome.
like, so I just want above table. I want to check in. Are you comfortable, Greg, with Lerod possibly asking you to do something that you might not want to do, right? Like,
That is 100% the game we are playing. So yeah, go for it.
okay.
Also, dying in this game at least the first time is kind of awesome.
Yeah, you get weird, maybe.
Maybe.
Or I get really bad at shooting.
Or new
So
playbook.
you agreed to separate the place from the marketplace, but technically it seems like you just so Kay can understand what I'm going to ask for.
Mhm.
You agreed to separate the marketplace, but that you still own it technically then, or is it that?
Leonte said that my laws will no longer apply in the salon. That's the deal in Zayric's mind. Yeah.
Yeah, so but you still own it. So I think uh like your laws don't apply. Larod wants ownership of the salon.
Oh.
So I think the command is simply give me ownership of the salon. If we're okay with that. I know I'm bending
Oh,
some things
wow.
here.
I think Zarek is going to agree, but it's he's confused. Yeah, he. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what that looks like going forward. How?
If
Yeah.
that's too complex in terms of mechanics and things like that, I
No,
don't
it's
have
not.
to do
It's
it.
yeah. No, it's there's no mechanics. It's.
The question is if does Zarek still have a claim on the salon? If it's not part of the market and
Right,
his laws don't apply,
right.
Mm.
then like he's basically given up
Yeah, I feel like
any
that you're
control
right.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're asking me
also,
to
it could
give you
be
something I don't
asking for a
have.
thing that
Yeah,
Zara
yeah,
can't give and therefore fires the
True.
move and solves for a
That's
yeah.
pretty
true.
nasty way
Yeah.
to kill him. Yeah, I think Larod is aware that what Leonti and Zarek have just agreed to means Zarek has said, okay, Leonti, the place is yours.
Okay, so then does he wants to get something out of Zarek. He doesn't just want to murder
Oh,
Zarek. As
for
much as
sure.
I
Um,
wouldn't mind. But if you can't get that land, because that would have been useful, then
I
I
mean, they're gonna come after you. Is there a
oh,
is there
that's
a
true.
promise of
Um,
security that you want from Zarek?
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, let's go with that. You will make sure that no one harms me.
Oh, oh, that's so much worse than the first one. I'll take the first one. Yes, yeah, no, Zarek agrees to that. I will take the harm.
So you don't take harm because you listen. You do the thing.
I do the thing.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I will protect you going forward.
your life does not become untenable.
Nope.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
you have to just protect Lorad.
yeah,
Oh.
that's fine.
It's a
Who,
blank statement.
who wouldn't? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? So, Veyroon, you now have healing touch.
Yeah. So let me
That's,
roll that.
yeah, because we're going to skip some
Um,
time, I think, after this.
yeah. And mainly what I want to do here is just kind of stabilize him. That's a 7.
Ooh.
What does healing touch do?
7 to 9, choose two.
There it is. Um, so stops their bleeding, right? And I guess um knits their bones back together. So the
Oh.
way this looks is Varun, as a veteran, has some battle medic training. So he pulls out, some uh bark and leaves that he's had out in the wild, but he knows how to. He stops the bleeding. He puts a poultice on, um, and I think that would stabilize you. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's I go back
and
to
then
11
ask
and
the
stable.
MC whether they heal 1 or 2 harm.
Feeling magnanimous. To harm. This first time that you use the
Oh.
power, like, it's very,
Yeah,
very, very effective.
Do you have to ask any questions or anything?
I
It
No.
doesn't
I
work
don't.
that way. It's
No.
been a pretty dramatic change to healing touch because before it used to be you were opening your brain to someone,
Yeah.
and now it seems like it's much
But
more
it
like a
does
medic
say
move.
it says when you heal or give medical aid to another player's character, you get +1 HX with them on your sheet,
Yes,
Oh,
and you
okay.
see
That's
them more
cool.
clearly. But that's
Yeah.
under
Yeah.
experience and improvement. Yeah.
yes, yes, that is true. Healing touch every previous iteration was about opening your brain to people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it was super interesting, but this is very this healing touch is very more focused on yeah, you heal them. How do you heal them? And the MC determines how much harm is amended. We're good to end scene there. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. Let's. Oh, I noticed your note about D, so let's not forget about D and HX question there. I think we have not been doing that.
Yeah.
End of every session, I ask three questions in toto, but I'll start with the HX part. Larod, who knows you better?
Hmm. I think probably Zarek.
Zarek. And a plus one
Seems
to your
fair.
HX with Larod.
You're more manipulative than I ever thought you were.
And this is
Leonti. Oh,
one or two people, right?
it does say one or two.
Yeah, cool. I just wanted to make sure I remember.
Yeah, choose at most two. Leonti, who knows you better?
Zarek definitely does, which I think puts him over.
Yep,
Veyron.
that rolls me over.
And I think Bayron does too.
Ooh. I just saw Greg's comment in chat. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's good. No sorry need. We got our requisite gaming
Yes, yeah.
Monty Python quote. Veyron, who knows you better?
I'm definitely Zarek. Um, and I think Leonte.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Humor.
And then you get to ask a question as well, Veyron.
What question?
Uh the sorry, I referenced it just a moment ago. This in chat. I dropped it in chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. The Loft Cat. Um, I think that but the reason I hadn't been asking that question is because Dee hadn't seen much activity. But I think she was under the table with us, so probably knows Zarek better.
Actually, I think the way that reads, at least as you put it in the character sheet, is you ask which of you know does my loth cat know better.
Hmm.
I think you
Oh,
asked the
Ah.
oh,
table that question.
thank
Oh.
you. Okay.
At least the way you wrote it. I can go look at the rest list to make sure that
I think that's
there
the exact
wasn't.
quote. The only thing I changed is dog to cat.
I have a silly scene idea.
Yeah.
The rod is fleeing from the temple, drugs in hand, and Dee's just like, huh?
I'm so
But
for that. I was sitting here trying to be like, how do I let D know Laurent?
Huh?
Dee is under the table with us, Zarek.
Dee's on the table. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if Dee is under the table, yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
me.
Zarek makes sense.
Okay. Then you get to add +1 to your HX with Zarek.
Okay. Thank you.
Add +1 to your HX with them on your sheet and you being Veyron.
Right. I added that.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Sorry, pronouns will F me up
Yeah,
left, right,
and
and
it's weird.
sideways.
It's the opposite from everyone else.
Yeah.
Yep. Zarek, who knows you better?
Veyron knows me better. And probably Larod, because Larod got the I don't know, that's kind of a follow-on to the Asex question that Larod knows me better because of my brother. So maybe it's just Veyron.
Okay.
Or do I will pause it. I could pause it also, like having pulled two strings and seeing
Yeah.
how you answered it deeper.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
give it, I
Nah,
think that's
yeah.
a
Yeah.
plausible
Yeah.
reason. It doesn't feel
Okay.
like
Larod knows me better too.
And then finally, Hatchet, who knows you better?
Definitely Lerod because of the interaction in the garage. And then I think Lianti probably. Um, just being willing to sell our services at the drop of a hat.
And then I'll ask you two questions, Hatchet. Judge for yourself. Are you satisfied with the world and your place in it?
Actually, I think right this moment, yes, because we've proven ourselves to Leonti, and things are kind of looking up for the Harridans.
Well, if you are, cool. Does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Yes.
All right, get 1 XP. Now, Zarek, are you satisfied with the world and your place in it?
That's going to be an emphatic hell no.
All right, get 1 XP. Does your scavenge choice still hold true?
I don't know if it does. Uh,
Okay,
I
you
think,
can flip it, or you and I can, in the intervening week, work to come up with a new scavenge
yeah, I
choice.
think it's a new. I think just losing the salon has dramatically changed Zarek's financial situation, right?
I
Yeah.
know that you're not one who enjoys game design, but this is a bit of game design, so I guess we will have to game
Oh
design
God,
together.
twist my arm. All right. Yep. Right.
Awesome. Varun, are you satisfied with the world and your place in it?
No, this got even messier than I thought.
Get 1 XP. And then does your scavenge choice still hold true?
It does. I still haven't gotten any pay. I just keep promising more payout to people, but nothing for me. Yeah.
That's an XP for you as well. Leonti, are you satisfied with the world and your place in it?
I don't think I am for a
I'm
couple of reasons.
surprised. I actually thought maybe you were.
I,
You've
I,
got
I think I think I think now there are things that Leonti wants, and now I have to figure out how to get them.
Does your scavenge choice still hold true?
I believe it does. I'm still feeling generous. Yeah.
And then Larod, are you happy with the world and your place in it?
No. There's things to be done.
And then does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Yes.
Okay.
So question for Zarek, I think. One of the things that my salon includes is the patronage of you. Um, do you feel like you are still a patron because it's still in the market, even though you're not controlling it?
Ooh. And I think wasn't part of my hold. Is that part of my hold as well? Uh, no. Okay. Um, do I still? I don't. Right now, no. I don't think I go to your salon right
All right.
now.
So that means not patron as in a someone who attends, patron as in someone who helped support it. Because I guess maybe
Yes, I think that's more how
okay,
I
cool.
was interpreting that.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So I'm going to keep that +1 barter then
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
Um,
Yes.
I rolled over. Do we want to wait until next game and do it at the start like last time, or do we want to take care of it in this time?
What
Let's
was
do
more
it
fun for you
now.
all? Do it now?
Let's do it now since I'm not
Oh, right,
here.
because you're not going to be here.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. So I rolled over on you. Uh, and yeah, what's a secret I've learned about you
Hmm.
or realized?
Um, I think I think that for all of being like mercenary and kind of tough on people, I'm also quite trusting because like we let you into the garage and everything, like you're and all of that, and just willing to go with what Lianti asked for at the drop of a hat. Um, so I think,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, like willing to give the
quick to
benefit of the doubt,
trust.
or yeah,
Yeah,
willing to
Mm.
trust. Yeah, put that out
yeah.
there. Okay. Nice, nice.
Interesting.
Uh, and I
I
rolled a
got
broad bay
a.
run as well. I think so. The drugs have gone off with Larod, right?
Yeah, I
Um,
got this.
so Varen, what's our next step? Let's make a plan together for what comes next for us. Now that both the buyer and the drugs are gone.
I would suggest so. My answer is, hey, I would be happy to wash my hands of all of this. If you want to pursue it, I think everyone's deal still stands. Um, so Hatchet gets a sixth. I get a sixth. You get a third. Saida gets a third. Um, I think Zarek's been cut out now that
Yeah.
the business is going through your salon.
Hmm.
Um, so, but as far as getting the drugs back, and who knows what kind of cut Larod wants.
Yep.
Um, but I'll take your lead. Oh, yeah. I'll take your lead. I don't really want to mess with any of you people anymore. You guys, this has been a lot of trouble, I think is what you get from me.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I have a question for Leonti.
Mm.
Leonti, I'm planning to press gang a whole bunch of the populace into my gang and exert my influence with Hatchet out of the picture.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I would very much like that not to happen. And I will definitely try to leverage Hatchet against that and
Okay.
Laurent if possible.
Dang. Stuff.
Mall war, mall war.
Oh,
Is there any more post-session stuff we want to resolve before we move to Stars of Wishes? Okay. Let's do Stars of Wishes. We start with wishes so we can end with Stars who has wishes.
I'll throw some out there. I want to figure out some really great way for Larad to do something with these drugs. I don't know if like it sells something. I just something that either allows some kind of great psychic maelstrom event or just gets him something really cool. Um, and I will.
You could drug everyone.
I was
Just
thinking
drop it
about
in
it.
the water
Honestly, I was thinking.
supply.
I was like,
Yeah.
should I put the drugs in the water supply? Uh, honestly.
what are the drugs? Like, what is the drugs
Uh,
take so many forms?
it's true.
What kind of drugs do we have?
It is a Oh gosh, I'd have to go look at my notes. I got all up in a bunch of other things. It is a very powerful hallucinogenic.
Oh boy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to do something fun with that. That is my wish to have opportunities to do something fun uh with that. And then my other one is I want to figure out a way for, and this is partially on me and my brain not doing the best work of this. I want a reason for Larad and Veyron to interact other than like the drugs. Like, because other than Veyron being like, and I want the drugs back, some other form. I'm trying to figure out how we could get these two to do a thing.
Okay. Other wishes. Who else has wishes?
I'm curious to see what the blowback, if any, is going to be from the Techno Union. Um, I don't imagine he was doing this in an official capacity, so I'm curious. I want to definitely see what happens with Larod and the drugs, and also want to see how. I mean, everyone. I want to see how my new employees are doing, and find out exactly what's going to happen with Zarek as well. Just see what's going to happen with everyone. I think is the wish.
Okay. Who else has wishes?
Well, I wish I could be here next week, but but it is what it is. Um, yeah.
Next.
I
Um,
will. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead, please.
Oh, going off the techno union, whatever we're calling them, trade union, the people. Um, I would love to see a little bit of what does that resistance to the trade union look like among the local populace, and some of the republic getting involved. Um, it's been pretty insular to our group, and I want to see that cause strain outside of the hold. That'd be interesting. Is that vague enough?
No, I think I get what you're picking up. I'm
Uh,
picking up what you're putting down.
with Andish being out next week, I can constrain some of my conscription activities to a later date so that Hatchet more aptly can oppose them and do other things next time.
I mean, I could put like let's say I put Queen K in charge of like handling the security bit, so we can have the gang be there without me being there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Stephen, you started to speak up and then didn't.
Yeah. So a wish from me is I'm struggling a lot with getting my pets, my dogs to be involved. It's difficult for me to run more than one character, I guess. Um, and they seem to be a key aspect of the character. So yeah, I need to work on that more and keep that more front and center. Usually, if I put it in a picture that I'm staring at all the time, I think about it. But yeah, I need to figure out how to handle that better.
Yeah.
Um,
If he kept
and
as a
I,
dog, I would have less problems, but it's a cat, and I try to involve cats as little as possible.
yeah, it's not really something I think you could help with,
I think
or
that's why it was
that you
written for
should
dogs
do.
instead of cats, is so they would be more interesting. But yeah, it's just a
I thought
personal
having a loft wolf would be too big and too much of a mess and
one. Oh
weird,
my
and
gosh, the lawful will be all up in some shit.
yeah.
It's
Um,
probably a good choice.
the other thing I'd say is, to be honest, I'm wishing for better moves. One of the things I usually do whenever I play an Apocalypse World character playbook is I start looking through, what's my next advancement? What's it going to be? And then I develop the character around that. And I'm struggling as I went through the different playbooks. I'm like, none of them excite me. And that concerns me because either I've seen all the Apocalypse World moves so many times and I'm used to them and I'm not doing anything new, or they're just not as evocative as I kind of want them to be. And that concerns me for this game.
That's
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Hmm. Wow, that's wild. You went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Stephen, did you have any stars?
Yeah, I really liked how we all got together and then everything exploded. And I think it wasn't any of us who initiated it. It was the Techno Union guy. And thank you, Rich. That was great because everybody did exactly what they wanted to. I really liked seeing the Psy harm to Zarek and how all that got handled. That was really good. Um, And I think probably one of the most impressive things was to see Leonte just stop everything. Like, we're done here. And it was just, there was no role involved. It was just, we do the thing. I'm in charge. That was pretty impressive.
That was really cool. That was really
Yeah.
cool. Uh, Tangential to what you mentioned, this game session is the first time Psyharm was introduced and burned over. I played with it for a while. This was the first time where I realized that when it says Psyharm, it's not a different kind of harm. It is your number of psi that you're doing as harm to another. I always thought it was like psychic harm, that you had like psychic harm you were taking, but it's not. So that's pretty cool because it's a lot cleaner and more elegant the way that it actually works. So that's great.
I think it may also be another type of harm, like it doesn't isn't affected by armor and that sort of thing. Uh, but yeah, same. Otherwise, that it's the number.
Yep.
I'll
It
just
was
throw it in here so it's in the wishes. The just the harm clock thing visually matching with the numbers. I know you're gonna work on it.
I think it's fixed.
It's
Test it
still
out.
yeah.
Test it out. I think it works. Ah, son of a bitch.
It's so close. It's okay.
Oh, son of a gun, man. I thought I had it fixed. Okay, it's fine. I can fix it. It's okay. Sweet. Thank you very much. Let's keep going with stars. I'm gonna put that in. Next person would be you, Greg.
Oh, I too enjoyed that we got all together. I'm really glad at the end there that we played around with the negotiating of Larod's second in-brain puppet string. I appreciate the check-in, Kay, as well, of just like, hey, are you okay with me exerting this? Like, you are your weakest point, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's yeah. Um, so I really enjoyed that. And I loved the sequencing of all of us just when he all the guns get drawn, boom, 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 and then kind of reverse order back to me, totally scatterbraining my own self. So
Uh, this thing, this harp clock is giving me fits, you guys. Let's keep rolling on. And Dash, did you have any stars?
Yeah, also appreciate the discussion around the strings there, and also appreciate Kay, you going for it, both like um, seeing the opportunity and checking in and then using it. I think that was good play all around. Yeah, it was fun to have all the PCs in one room together. That was and then everything blows up, and we'll probably not be in the same room together for quite a while, I suspect. But yeah, that was fun. Um, and seeing Lianti just immediately reveal this proposed backstab. That was fun. I really like that.
Like, what are
Uh,
you doing? Oh, it's delightful. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Dash, Steven is already gone. And Mark, I can't read lines. Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, all those things are I love the big everyone together and like having no idea what's going to happen next. Even with myself, the yeah, having the techno union guy threaten one of my guests, brilliant move because that just pulls the pin on the grenade and I do not know who's going to be holding it when it goes off. Super good, and then everyone doing their things. Um, Boss move running off with the drugs, Larod. That was great. Yeah, just everything everyone said. Strong moves all around and great time.
Excellent. I wholeheartedly agree. Let us move to K. Bring us home with any last remaining stars.
Yeah, strong stars all around. Greg, I love the choice to have Zarek fight the brain pull string the first time, being like no, and then being really fucked up for the rest of like the game because of that, which I think influenced a lot of the choices. So I think that's a very fun position to put your character into over something that literally doesn't even matter anymore. It was just delightful. Um, I love Stephen, I love Veyron's humanity. Like you hate people, but there's like a humanity to Veyron that's very nice in this cadre of just fucking assholes. Like it's delightful and it just yeah, very warming, very fun. And the Hatchet scene and Undesh, like just there's just something very I don't know what it is. There's something to the way that Larad and Hatchet speak to each other that I'm just like, this is a vibe. There's something here. I can't pinpoint it on my brain, but there's something here that's definitely fun. And then I love to oh yeah, started the Innkeeper roller. Yeah, that was a cool thing. And we fixed it and it worked and that was great. Star to Mark, Leonti is just the star, just so delightful. The ranting, the in character, the whole this thing. I like sitting here with like my hands pressed together like a little villain, being like, what can Larad and the Leonti possibly do next to like take over more stuff or do creative random things? Like it's wonderful. And yeah, I'm excited to watch Leonti grow into power. And then Rich, yeah, some bold fucking choices. Just the tap down, the pull aside to be like, hey, murder to Twi'lek. Uh, the Yeah, just all those little, because we were all together, you didn't have to play as much as you did, but you really like teed up so many good shots, and I think that's like good GMing.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, this was a delightful session. I'm glad that we ended the game part early because we had some after stuff that ran all the way right up to time. Thank you all so much for playing, and thanks for anybody who watches or listens.